Just down the road from the last toilets that we kept the old way, there's the last phone boxes. All the others have gone. You know, inside they're in tatters, dirty, you can't really see it, but they need to keep the outfit clean to give this Richard Curtis idea of sort of a postcard London. They won't build the high-rises here. They'll keep the high streets wide. Millionaires Row. Until the 18th or 19th century, this is where the mansions for all the politicians were, but the real power was in the City of London. The City of London would let there be Parliament to distract, to let the sort of lords and ladies who came from privilege and power think they were in charge. But London was seen, the city, it still has its own police force. By Bank Station, that area, it was seen as the real heart of power. And that had benefits. Got this amazing book on it. The tea companies all worked really well, actually, when they were all owned by one company. It was capitalism that destroyed them before the sort of fascist elements of the Victorian era. It used to be just one. Maybe it was the East India Tea Company. I don't know. Yeah, here they'll leave London as it used to be. They'll give you a couple of black cabs after they run over the others out of business with Ubers. But then the cars become the people. There's supposed to be lots of people walking on the streets, not this urban jungle. People racing through in their BMWs trying to get somewhere. You can see people sort of drive through red lights. Everyone's in this hurry. Like this guy here in a car, the motorbike comes through. Cyclist without a helmet. You don't see many people just walking, just being calm and alive and social and relaxed. It's happened a lot with public spaces. People think they go to a venue with a person. We'll go to the pub, we'll go to the theatre, we'll go to a cafe. I'll come round to yours, you'll come round to mine. And that's why, like, this street's empty and there's a million cars. Well, look how many black cabs there are for the oligarchs. And you can't, still there's construction, like some old scaffolding. See how rickety that scaffolding is. Let's take a look at that. See here you've got old Kensington Gardens. Oh, it's so posh, oh, it's so lovely. Oh, well, let's wear Ray-Bans in February. Black cab racing through, bus racing through. Everyone like, oh no, I better get through before it turns red. There's the same amount of cars, there's the same amount of traffic. It doesn't get you anywhere. How many black cabs do they have here? This is where the only black cabs left are. And we've got a delivery. But look at this. It looks like a kid having a fort in his garden would look better than this. It's just so dirty and grimy and wonky and you can see. Everyone's just racing around. Oh, here we've got, let's have an oligarch with a £4 million 2-bed Let's have a really full kebab shop. Let's guess how much a kebab is. I will say £14. Ah, 16. Oh, it's another old looking pub, but let's look at the, let's double blue plaque. We'll have a bunch of cars racing through. I'd be such an idiot to drive in London. There's such good public transport. There's a congestion charge. There's all the parking tickets. Oh, Prosecco time, £15. Oh, flashing lights. It's not really a high street anymore. Smart hotels. See how cute that looks? We got nice buildings. It's intoxicating. Like the building and the lights and the atmosphere and feeling like you're in a movie. Oh look, more shit scaffolding. Oh, we live by such nice properties. Oh, we're so lucky to have a view. When it's not air pollution and smog and people, getting gassed in the aquatic centre. And look at this. It's an old building. You're not supposed to renovate it. But look, they keep messing it up. They keep trying to make it a new thing. Oh, we've got the nice front door. What's someone doing here? Oh, we'll add an extension to the top floor. And we've got a building site. Oh yeah. How long does it take in London to find this kind of thing? It's just so scatty. Oh, we'll have a skip there next week. Got the high street. It's not high street, but oh, someone's trying to make a mansion bigger. What are they doing to these places? And now we'll go back to a postcard. Now we'll make it seem like, oh look, we've got a private park. Oh, we've got those lamps. I bet around here there are so many muggings. I bet kids come from Notting Hill is still in a lot of ways a working class area. It's Acton, not far from here, the Shepherd's Bush. There's a lot of places where I'm good. And we've got another crappy construction site. Oh, we've got a mansion. That must be like 7 million for a fucking house. It's such a horrible place to live. Like that kebab shop. It's not like a high street with a clothes shop and a school and plumbers and a carpet place and whatever. You know, how far have I walked? I've walked a lot today, but I must have walked here like a kilometre. But did you hear that? A bin just sounded like I had rats in it. But how much crap there is on the road. Maybe it was the wind, I don't know. Maybe the Russians put a body in it. Apparently that bin, you can rent it here for £200 a week. Let's see what you got here. It's like the newsagents here have like fruit under lights to make it seem like magic fruit. They're doing that road work. From the car. Really fast going delivery drivers. Shut down shops. Another hotel that has a really nice building but just looks a bit ropey. Oh, let's see how much property is. £620 a week. Jesus. That's 30 grand a year. £875,000 for a 2-bed studio flat. 1.55 million for a 3-bed flat. 1.7 million for a 3-bed flat. See that one there? Get a house a little out of the way and commutable. For 700,000, 3-bed house. Which is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous amount of money. But because it has some sense of community and some sense of looking like a house rather than a high-rise flat with a way to the juicy, 3 times less. And we've got another street. Like, when I used to walk around here, it's just endless. You just walk down these streets, and it's just so monotonous. And more black cabs. How many cars have we seen and how many people? All the black cabs are here. All the black cabs. And how much is a curry? And that's quite reasonable. And another hotel. I haven't filmed them, but I've seen some quite... I saw a guy here who looked very dishevelled. I saw a guy who was having a conversation that seemed very depressed. Oh, I've got a guy on a scooter, great. It's just like a fucking motorway with all these fucking... And we got more scaffolding on an old building that doesn't need it. Should take care of it. I don't know what down the street, in a poor part of London where I live, there's like life in it. There's a sense that someone knows someone else. Someone has a shop. Someone has a family. It seems like, yeah, it's only £8 for a margarita here. There is a London thing about pride in being the old place. It still doesn't charge much. It runs all the others out of business. See, this Paddington, this was an original gang area. It's a very poor area. Like, London's the only city where the suburbs where the rich people went, and in the city. And we got a guy who thinks he's on The Apprentice who talks into his phone. Bureau de Change again. Another hotel, that's a Hilton. Oh my God, what have we got here? Got a light that's gone mad. We've got a massive, oh now the high rises start. Now they'll fuck up a place, but some locals still might live. And look at this. What the fuck is this? Just because they outsourced everything and expected buildings to take care of themselves. And they pay these companies a fortune to do something the council used to be able to do that actually worked. I think this building might be fine. I think they might have just put the scaffolding on to to charge them. Oh yeah, it needs work, mate. It would be like, I reckon these places, these companies, builders get paid like so much money, but the bosses in charge of these guys, these Black Eagle guys, they know a racket when they see one. It's like Sopranos mafia shit. We'll sit around all day on the construction site. It's probably like funded Russian money that goes through this. It looks so amateurish.